Are you a data science professional wanting to start your career as a freelancer in data science? If yes, then this video is for you. I am Anirudh Kalbande, founder and CEO at Fireblaze AI School, and in this one, we'll be discussing about how to kickstart your career in freelancing for data science. Now let's try to understand what are the key things that you need to do or which would act as a to-do list to start your career as a freelancer in data science. The first one would be to create a strong online presence. Now this would be very important in any kind of freelancing domain, because if you have a strong online presence, then it would be easier for the leads to come to you or indirectly lead generation from your side. The first thing what you could do is you could build a very strong profile over Medium. You can start writing blogs, contributing to Stack Overflow, and then eventually show all of your work over GitHub, and then create a strong LinkedIn presence. And then all of this would eventually help you to showcase your work and create a strong or tremendous brand presence around, which would make people to seek advice or come to you to get their problem solved. And eventually you will start generating leads for the same. Next up line is to find your niche. It is very important to find your niche so as to focus on getting proper domain-centric projects. Everybody knows that data science is a huge domain. It is a very broad domain, right? So it would be very convenient for the businesses to come to you to seek advice, to come to you to get their freelance work done. So if you showcase your domain-centric knowledge, that is, if you hold on to a niche and then try to build your capabilities around it, it would be very easier for everyone to come to you and for you as well to start your career as a freelancer. Next up is to understand the client's requirement. Now imagine what would happen if you don't understand the client's requirement well. Now it's obvious that you won't be able to deliver the best of your work. And here in the world of data science, freelancing, you will directly be dealing with the CEOs and CTOs of the company, where they would be expecting you to provide key performance indicators, business insights, and predict some kind of data with respect to the organization. And if you mess something over here, you would not be in a good shape, right? Your word of mouth won't go good in the market. So it is very important, it is very vital to have a thorough understanding about the client's requirement. And if this goes well, you will be able to deliver best of your work. And hence in return, this would help you to create a good scope of work, and you would get more opportunities to work in this domain. Next up is to choose right platform. While starting your career as a freelancer in data science, it is very important to choose a cost-effective and easy-to-use platform. To name such platforms, Upwork and TopTel are very easy-to-use platforms. They help you out to communicate with your client on real time. You can as well track your progress and budgeting using these platforms in a very good manner. So make sure to choose freelancing platforms wisely. It is very important to set your expectations and rate correct, because it is obvious that at the beginning of the career in the world of freelancing, in any freelancing I'm talking about, one might end up taking a lot of projects in the beginning, right? If he is getting some. And it is as well very essential to set up the expectations and the scope of work correctly. Because the core reasons why frustrations might creep in the world of freelancing is completely because of unclear communication between the clients and the changing scope of work of the projects. So be aware about that, and please set your expectations very correctly and talk on the rates for the scope of work as well beforehand. Now here are some guidelines, or here are some tips which will help you to have a very clear set of expectations. Please note on these few points. Scope of project, timeline of delivery. It is very important to have a particular deadline or timeline of deliveries. Things which are included and excluded. So you should have a clear differentiation between what are the things which are included and excluded. Post delivery support, whether or not there would be a post delivery support or not included in your freelancing project. You should also talk about the response time, your time of availability, payment schedule, and everything of this sort. So these are the few things what you need to take care before signing the term sheet for a freelancing project. Now the next point is to collect testimonies. Now how would you prove, or how would you prove your credibility that you are the best freelancer in the world of data science? Now, so for that, it is very important to collect all different kind of testimonies from the clients post completion of the project, because it would help you to gain a network and a sense of commitment, because you have already showcased some work, some mouth of word from your previous clients. So always don't forget to collect testimonies on your projects. Develop new skills. Data science is an ever evolving domain and it is not at its peak yet. So there would be a lot of skill sets which you will have to keep on learning. So don't ever let your work pressure stop you from learning new skills. So keep on learning to stay up to date with the environment and get the latest projects out there. Last but not the least, focused on the details. So it is very important for you as a freelancer to focus on very minute details before getting into the contract. So details like scope of the work, timelines, and payment schedules, and the overall rate is the thing which you should focus on before getting into any kind of freelancing projects. I hope that this video in general would have helped you out to start or get a broader idea about how freelancing works in the world of data science and how you can kickstart your career as a freelancer. Thank you so much for watching and stay connected. Like, share, and subscribe this channel.